for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now Sacramento starting five. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Aaron Gordon out there with Earl. And it's Birch in at the five, down low. And for Minnesota, Junior's out there with Towns. Then there's Doncic, and it's Durant, and it's Russell in at the one. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Here's Fox after the made shot from Lewis. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Early, guarded by KD. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's Doncic missing. And up the court come the Kings on the break. That's a two from Hield. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Crazy long strides there from KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hield outside. Pass to Early. A beautiful reverse layup. Early's got his second bucket of the game to go.
All right, I think he's showing off now, but I'll tell you what, that's impressive.
Here's Durant, and yes, it's good.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Hield outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. That one misses. Pass to Lewis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws here for the night. And both free throws good for Lewis. The Kings trailing. Stolen by Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, the more Fox does that, the more he's going to be looked at like a leader.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Stolen by Lewis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
Right side Towns. They get it again.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Fox misses the three. Minnesota in the lead. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Luke Walton. He talked about the matchup problems Kevin Durant poses for them. Pointed out that it's always tricky because you can't be as physical with him as you'd like to, since Durant's automatic at the free throw line. So while he wants his guys to be aggressive on KD, they also need to be smart above all else. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And Junior throws it down.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Fox passes to Hield. Here's the 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars. That can catapult a team to greatness?
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Little can't hit. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Fires from the corner, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on it.
Here's KD. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. The pass to Russell. KD looking around. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Junior's out there with Durant. Then it's Russell. Then there's Towns. And it's Doncic in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. They get it back. And it's blocked by Lewis. Here's Russell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, understanding not only the routes, but the speed and angles of those routes, Russell with the knack to find the right spot.
Russell against Fox. Passes it to Birch. 5 to shoot. Here's Early. Good on the shot. Early's got 6.
Well, you love to see that strong move, and he just took command. Defense way too late to stop that.
Lewis passes to Towns, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
Sacramento making a switch here. Hield's checked in. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against Los Angeles.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against the team that shot it well.
Now here's Durant, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Now here's Fox. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The Timberwolves made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
KD passes to Towns. Out to Russell. This one for three. He can't hit that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way to the middle. Here's Fox. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about De'Aaron Fox just staying focused there with the finish? Controlled that one well.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Early. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Floats it up for Doncic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Now, here's Fox. On the wing, Gordon. Shoots from the corner. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Lewis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 18 points for Junior.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Fox passes to Gordon. Gordon with another miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. He can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end. Now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
The Kings trail by 20. Out left to the wing. Pass to Halliburton. Goes up on the wing. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Here's Malone. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Lewis. He's got 19. Edwards. The shot's good. Edwards got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Story, Edwards defending. And it's blocked by Lewis. And they're able to recover. Timberwolves leading by 20. Tries it from the top of the key. And Junior throws it down.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's covered closely. Hield outside. Wide open shot is on the money. Hield's got 10.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Russell passes to Moss. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Little, he's checked in for the Kings.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
11 seconds left now here in the second. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Halliburton. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
On the floor for Sacramento. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Early out there with Gordon, and it's Birch in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Hield after the miss from Lewis. Hield kicks to Fox. And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Here's Lewis. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Now here's Hield. 10 points for him. And it's Gordon missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Doncic passes to Durant. Fox with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Hield. The feed to Gordon. Passes it to Birch. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 22. Durant in the corner. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. Durant's got 8 points.
The uncanny ability for a big guy to slip towards the hoop, then loft in the nice floater. Durant showing a little bit of everything on that play.
Here's Early. 6 points for him. A pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Towns, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. He has 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends, and he has not disappointed.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Fox passes to Gordon. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Floats it up for Junior. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's Fox. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Feeds to Early. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant. The Kings have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Lewis, and Junior throws it down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
To the inside, here's Edwards. Unable to get that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Kings have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Halliburton, that's good. Halliburton's got 11 points.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
That one falls.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
On the wing, Gordon takes a 3. Again, the miss by the King.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Down low, Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time. How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Story hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. He has 5.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
And Gordon over to help. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's Early. Lays it up and banks it in. Early's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Kept alive, Minnesota. Junior on the follow.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Kings have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Lewis. And he makes good on the layup. 35 points for Junior.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Gordon. 15 points in the game. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Gordon's got 15 points in just the second half.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
And the Timberwolves call timing. The Kings trail by 20. Edwards is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Durant. Then it's Junior. And it's Malone in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Malone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw drops for Malone. And both free throws good for Malone. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
Pushing the action, getting others involved, he does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Here's Fox after the basket by Minnesota. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
Now, here is Russell. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And D'Angelo needs just a little sliver of space to let that rip.
Hield outside. Here's Fox. Makes it off the glass.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And finished up by KD.
Well, maybe not the highest of flyers, Durant, but because of his reach, it's so easy for him to win above the rim.
And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And Junior throws it down.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Pass to early. Inside. Gordon kicks to Hield. It's Fox atop the key. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. Hield can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Here's early, and it's blocked by Lewis. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for the Timberwolves. Timeout called by the Kings. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, if I got 100, 200 million invested in the guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Now here's Lewis, and Junior throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Fox, the bounce pass. The shot comes out. Nice D from Russell. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Kings have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Fox with it to the left wing. Here's Early.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Free throw good, Edwards.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
And this has been relentless from KD here tonight. The defense has tried to adjust not once but several times, and nothing working.
Count that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Timberwolves leading by 22. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Hield. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Halliburton. Hield outside. Over Edwards. Hield can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Edwards passes to Lewis. And the shot goes in.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Now, here is Halliburton. For the three. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Both teams will make substitutions. And Towns drops them both. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Now, here is Halliburton. With the shot. And too long on the shot.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double? I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The free throw drops for McDaniels. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Lewis. To the inside. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Halliburton. Buries the long-range jumper.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Lewis, right side. And Junior throws it down hard.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Brooks, left side. Story. That one rolling around and rims out. Lewis kicks to Parker. Pass to McDaniels. To the paint. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.